Hello everyone, welcome back to Ace Advice. I hope you're all doing well. This video is the review of the first and second rounds of the 2020 US Open. There have been some players that are expectedly doing well, but there's also quite a few players who are really proving themselves, which is so exciting to see. So let's start with, who do I have on top? Let's start with the men's draws. So, first things first. Novak Djokovic, playing great, looking great. He'll do fine. So he's playing really well, really solid matches, which is quite expected of him. In the first half of the draw, there's nothing too unexpected. I did a really good job of predicting these matchups. There's a few players who just unfortunately didn't play their best, but no one super whoa, where'd you come from in the first half of the draw winning. The only person who surprised me a lot when he lost is the Herbert Hurkacz that I was talking about in the preview. I thought that he was a really solid player who was going to go really far. I had him going all the way into the quarterfinals, and he lost in the second round. And that was upsetting for me. I didn't get to watch the match, so I don't really know what went wrong. But yeah, he lost. So that's probably the most interesting result that happened in the first half of the men's draw that I wasn't really expecting. So let's see, we still have Goffin in, we have Fritz in. Fritz is playing Shapovalov today, which will be super exciting. We got Tsitsipas, who I love, is still doing very well. Zverev's doing well. He's going to be playing Mannarino today. Just kind of there's going to be some really good matchups in the third round. So everyone, please watch these third round matchups. They're going to be epic. So let's go in the bottom half of the men's draw. So Berrettini, he hit an insane around the net post shot in his last match, and he's moving on to round 3, which is really exciting. He's a great player. I've done a match review on him, how he beat Monfils. I think that he's a very smart player. So we'll see. I have him going all the way to the 4th round, so I have him winning this next round and then losing, but he's looking really good, so I might be wrong on that. An interesting thing is, before the preview, I didn't know this, but Benoit Paire, he didn't even get to play because he tested positive for COVID-19, so he got replaced by Escobedo, who actually ended up winning his first round, which is really exciting. But that's, stay healthy out there, guys. Another important upset is that Dimitrov lost to Fucsovics from Hungary, he looks really good. So I would watch out for him soon. He's going to be playing, I think, Tiafoe, which is a really good matchup. Pospisil beat Raonic, and I told you in the last preview video that I don't like Raonic, so this is great. Canadian beat Canadian, and I think Pospisil's the better Canadian, so that's really exciting to see. Raonic was playing really well, so I mean Pospisil must be playing even better, so that's really exciting to see. But other than that, Thiem is still in, Cilic is still in. Auger-Aliassime beat Andy Murray in straight sets. Andy looked fine. He just, isn't at that top peak form that he used to be at. So we'll see if, in the French Open later this year, if he plays that in 2021. We'll see how he does. Other than that, Medvedev, he's still in. He's still in, guys. I have him to win the whole thing, so we're okay still. But yeah, so that's the men's draw. Nothing too remarkable yet. The people who should be winning for the most part are winning, so that's good. Let's move on to first and second round of the women's draw. Karolina Pliskova lost to Caroline Garcia. I don't know what it is about Pliskova. I had her going to the round of 16, but she's just not playing to her potential. She was talking about how much she loves this bubble format of the tournament, but yet she still lost, in the second round, and I don't know, I feel like just not living up to her potential. But still, I would just continue to keep an eye out for her in upcoming tournaments. She is an amazing player. She just really needs to focus and get that Grand Slam win, because I know she can do it. So yeah, Caroline Garcia is playing very well. Jennifer Brady is playing amazingly. I was talking to my dad, and he thinks she could win the whole thing if she stays in her peak form, and she looks really good. So let's watch out for Jennifer Brady. Kerber's still in, who I have getting to the finals. Let's see who else. Haley Baptiste lost. I told you guys that I thought she was going to win 2 rounds. She lost in the first round, so a little anticlimactic. Danielle Collins lost, and that shocks me because last year she was so good. But that's the thing with this preview video I did. I didn't really get to see a lot of these players play before this tournament, so I didn't really know how she looked really. And apparently she's just not in that top form that she used to be in. Yeah, so she lost in the first round, and I had her going all the way to the quarterfinals. So, you know, I'm glad I didn't bet any money on this. Other than that, that's kind of the top half of the draw. We still have Kvitova in. We still have Osaka in. She's looking really, really good still. I mean, she says she feels her hamstring, but I mean, she looks like it's, she looks good. So the Admiral's probably working. Other than that, that's pretty much it for the top half. Let's go to the bottom half. Madison Keys looks amazing. She looks so good. So I have her going all the way to the finals, and in the way she's playing, I think she can do it. She looks really, really focused. Her matches are super short. Like, she just crushes every person she's playing so far. So that's really, really exciting, and I'm very optimistic about her. Azarenka is on fire. She won the Western and Southern Open, and she's beating everyone in her path. I mean, she beat Sabalenka, who I thought would beat her, but Azarenka beat her really easily, and that's really exciting because we know Azarenka can win Grand Slam. She's won a few in the past, so definitely start watching out for her for the rest of these rounds. Mukova beat Venus Williams in the first round, and I watched that match. Mukova's an amazing player. She's really, really good. So watch out for her. She's in the round 3. She's going to be playing, I think, Kristea, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, that I would watch her game. She has a really interesting game, and I really like it. Konta disappointed me. She lost in the second round, and I had her getting to the quarterfinals. She has a great game. She's very up and down though, so I guess this tournament's part of her down motion. But I think she'll do well like in upcoming tournaments. But I guess the U.S. Open this year wasn't her tournament, which ruins my draw prediction. But it's okay. It's okay. So Kim Clijsters played this tournament. I didn't really talk about her at all in the preview video, but the reason why I didn't really talk about her is because I kind of knew she was going to lose in the first round, and I was right. But she lost in 3 sets, so there is some credit there. But she's 37, which I guess is young compared to, like, if you think about, like, Venus. But, I really think she should have not played. I don't really obviously know her reasons, but I think she should have, in my opinion, I think she should have let youngsters kind of get their way in, especially right now because of the pandemic. She has a family. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But she lost. And last but not least, we have Sofia Kenin, who is also on fire. She has not lost a service game yet, and she is the only women's player in the US Open not to lose a service game yet. Everyone else on the list is men, so that's crazy. She's a badass. So yeah, she's going to be playing Jabeur in the round 3, and Jabeur has an insanely crazy game. Lots of chipping, slicing, I guess kind of like me, but even more. It's like me on steroids, kind of. Like, she's crazy. But she has a really interesting game, so Kenin's going to have to really focus in that match. So that'll be a good one to watch also. But other than that, everyone else is doing really well. Anisimova is still doing well. Serena's still in. Stevens is still in. Cornet is playing Keys, which will be a good matchup. But other than that, my predictions aren't terrible, guys. I think I'm majority right on a lot of these. I think the last thing I want to end with is that I was right about Coco Gauff losing in the first round, and the reason why I predicted that was because there are no fans, and I feel like especially at her young age, she thrives off of that and gains her energy off of the fans. So that's really interesting to think about. And obviously, I'm sad she lost, but happy that I was accurate about that. But other than that, guys, though, that's kind of my review of the first and second rounds of the US Open. This is such an exciting tournament, and everyone's playing really, really well. And I think that as this tournament continues to go on, these matches are going to increase in level even more, which is insane, right? That's crazy. But anyways, that's my rounds 1 and 2 review for the 2020 US Open. I'll be doing another review in the next few days, hopefully with some interesting results, and hopefully my predictions are still, doing fine. So Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe. As always, please share this video as well. Get your friends to subscribe to Ace Advice. Other than that, have a great rest of your days, and I'll see you guys next time.